And you know, 10 years ago, when we started this project up here, Mark Suby, who's not with us this morning, he's on vacation, but he come up with the idea. He says, you know, we need to do something to this wall back here. And I agreed with him on doing that, but we had this restoration to do, and we had to get started with it. So with that thought in mind, we went to work on it. Last fall, we completed this, and we started thinking and planning about, let's do something to this wall and get it done. So we set out to do actually 3 things. Number 1 is to try and build this, to reinforce this wall permanently, to protect this project that we had done. The second thing was to enhance the park. If you look at this, it's been all cleaned off, it's ready to start on. This is what it looked like before, farther down. The idea here is that while we're trying to enhance, is to protect this engine, the site, also to enhance the park, to make it look better. And I don't think you can really imagine what this is going to look like when this phase 1 is done. This is being done in 3 phases. Number 1 is what we're working on right now. Now, if the weather cooperates, David says that we're going to be able to get this completed this fall outside of putting the shrubbery in. Next year, that's phase 2. We hope to get that done. And then on 2016, the educational center up there is what we hope to finish. Now let me explain a little bit about this. There's going to be a series of terraces here, and they are going to have shrubbery in them. They're going to go around the trees. David has designed this, and the design is laying right over here, along with some brick we're going to use, and you can take a look at it. It's really a great design. And then the next year we're going to finish off the area over here. The educational center, one of the things we considered on this is enhancing the park, but also to provide an educational center where people can come down to the park, they see the engine, and they can also look at some history. When we're done here, go up there and take a look at it. We roped off an area where we're going to have, it's going to be a patio, a brick patio. There'll be a 6x4, 3 6x4 boards up there, readable on both sides, sealed in fiberglass, much the same as the one we have by the engine there in front. One's going to tell about the history of Mason City. The other's going to tell about the history of Iowa railroads, and the other about what many people don't know about, the orphan train history. It's going to be something where when people come to Mason City, you don't know what to do with them, you bring them down to the park, show them the train, and starting off with many things here in Mason City we have to see. So that's kind of what the project is. Now, where is Bob? Bob is representing the city, and he's going to say a few words. We need to get this up higher. There you go.
That's a little high for me, but I'm not as eloquent a speaker as Dennis. He's really enthused and passionate, and that's great, because if it wasn't for their passion, all this probably wouldn't happen. They're a good driving force behind this 457 Cannonball and this garden terrace. And I guess if it wasn't for those guys pushing and being as passionate about this, I want to give them a lot of thanks. So thank you to the 457 Cannonball Committee and all their members. They're a great group, and they really push hard to make this a beautiful area. I also want to thank the Park Board and the Park Board members for supporting this project. Again, I think this is going to be a very beautiful addition to the city of Mason City and East Park in general, and it's something for citizens of the future to look forward to and come out and enjoy, and it's going to really beautify the area. So thank you to all parties involved, and I'll quit speaking because we want to do the groundbreaking and get on with that. So thank you.
Thank you, Bob. Yeah, we have had volunteers who worked real hard on this, but we couldn't do it without the cooperation of the city. I can't say enough for Bob and Bill and the entire city, the whole staff and administration that has cooperated with us. You can't do a project unless the city cooperates with you. And this is a project that, I have said this before, it's another jewel in the crown of Mason City, because Mason City is really moving ahead. I just see it, you can feel it. when you talk to people about in the community, how their feelings are. Just want to explain to you a little bit about what we've got here. You see the ribbons here and the signs up here. This is, and I'm trying to lay it out as best as I can, of how a part of this project here is going to look. And you can see it, the plans are over here, along with some brick. Those bricks are an example of what it's going to look like for those who purchase bricks, and will be laid in the patio up there. But this, coming down here, is a stairway. Around here is a patio. And then the steps go back out this way, comes out this way, and there will be a path going out to the street parking here. There's a bench there and a lamp post. It's a wonderful area where people can just come down and sit out and enjoy the park. If you look here at all these little markers here, these are lamp posts, benches, and brick that have been already purchased by people. All those signs up at the top there are $100 bricks that people have purchased that will go into the patio up there. These signs here, the stairways, are $500 bricks where a person gets a complete step. And there's 13 steps left. So we've got plenty more to sell if anybody's interested in brick. We have a bench already sold for $2,000. We have a lamp post, 1, 2, 3 that are sold for $1,000 a piece. We have 6 brick steps are already sold. We still have about $6,000 to raise for the rest of this project. And if any of you want to put something in a memorial, we have several railroad families put brick in for their fathers, grandfathers who were engineers or conductors. We also have some people who have service people that they put brick in, and we have some people who have just put in brick because they believe in the project, and it's a great way to leave your name kind of as a footprint. One thing I didn't mention, for businesses, or organizations, or even individuals, there's a series of 6 walls here. If you are so inclined, they're 5,000 or more, you get a brick wall, and there will be a granite, 12 by 12 granite piece set in there with the name of your company, or yourself, or family, whatever you may want. So that's a little bit about the project. We have papers over here if you want to sign up for a brick this morning, or wall, or whatever. And forgive me for promoting and asking for money, but that's what I do. And that's the reason we're here. Okay, at this time we're going to break ground. And I want to point out some things about these individuals. Bill Stangler on the end there, and Bob Berglund. We couldn't have done this without them. You know, they just got to clean the trees out here. They've helped so much, and over a 10-year period, we couldn't have done this engine without the city and their cooperation. They've always been willing to help and do things, and I don't think people realize how many events that happens down here. And Cannonball Day, Barbecue Bash, we just go on and talk about those things. They don't happen unless Bill and Bob and their crew are out putting out the picnic tables, the barrels, and so many things to make this happen. And then right next to him is Ken Wynn. Ken is the one that is responsible for the brochures we've got. He was the one, he also volunteered his time for this, for the structure here when we built in 207. He come ahead and he kind of helped us develop what we're going to do here. So we're very thankful for him. And we've had about, I don't know, 8, 9 meetings that we had in his office through the winters trying to get this going. And then right next to him, I believe, is David Hopper 1 and David Hopper 2. Father and son from Natural Plus. David designed this. He drew the plans here, and he's going to be starting on the project next week. And then right next to him is Craig Benabuz. I hope I pronounced that right. Chairman of the Parks Board. Without him and the Parks Board, who initially approved this, we couldn't have went ahead with this. And they've been so cooperative on it. And then Kyle Easley, right next to him, he's on the Parks Board too. And then there's, right here, Cliff Hageman, the co-chairman, and myself. That's what makes up the team, plus a lot of others. So at this time, Cliff is going to give the benediction prayer.
There's so many significant people here, but I think it's important also that we recognize the significance of God as our Creator. So if you'll bow with me, please. Gracious Creator, we gather together this day to work in the soil, to make improvements that will serve us well. And even as you've commanded us to subdue the earth and all that's in it, we need to do so, Lord, responsibly. And so we set about this project knowing that in the grand design of things, this is but a very small thing. Still, we seek your guidance. We seek your wisdom and knowledge about how to care for your earth, how to enhance it for the use of your people. And now we ask your dedicatory blessing upon what we're about to do as we turn these symbolic shovels to begin a project of improvement for this city of Mason City. And we thank you, God. In your name, amen.
We're going to turn 3 shovelfuls. The first shovelful is for the past. I want you to think about this. The people who originated this park here started it, and down through the years have maintained it and brought it to what it is today. The second shovelful is going to be for the present, today, the start of this project and what it means to the community. And the third shovel is going to be for the future, that people will continue and carry this on and preserve this and continue on with enhancing this park and making it a show place, not only in Mason City, but the state of Iowa.
Okay, let's do it for the past. For the present, Cannonball Gardens. And for the future, gardens will be maintained and carried on way past our time. That's it, folks.